Hello, Society Polishers. Welcome back to another Polish Visibility podcast. I'm your host, Official Polish Queen. I appreciate you guys for tuning back in once again. Today, we're going to talk about the most important things that you need to succeed in personal branding. And of course, that's a growth mindset, okay? So, what exactly is a growth mindset? We're going to really dive deep on this topic and let you guys really get a feel for what we mean when we say growth mindset. So, if you're wondering, let's get right on into it. Growth mindset is holding that belief that you can improve and you can develop the skills and abilities that you need through the work and dedication. It has to come from the willingness to want to learn, okay? So, people with a growth mindset, we tend to see failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, and we don't give up easily. Some of the most common mind traps I see that most clients come in with, especially the ones that are stopping you guys from getting visible online, is really feeling like it's a challenge for anything that comes up in your head. Okay, we have these thoughts and these limiting beliefs that sometimes come up, but these are things that are only trying to keep us in our comfort zone. And these beliefs is what we call the fixed mindset. When you are set in stone with certain types of thinking patterns, these are beliefs that really pretty much it's like it's set in stone for you. These are your internal patterns. And some of us that don't have the right mindset, we might feel like these certain skills or abilities are set in stone and they can't be changed. So we're talking about these common mindset traps today, and I want to let you guys know that you are the only one who is holding you back, okay? So if you feel like any of these mindset traps are holding you back, I'm going to give you guys the tea, okay, to help you overcome this, all right? So when you have the belief that your skills, your intelligence, your abilities are just fixed, everything you know or don't know, that's just it for you. That's who you are. I'm telling you that you can improve, okay? First off, we overcome that mindset. We have to learn to embrace challenges, okay? So if we already feel like we only know a certain amount of skills, we only have a certain talent, we have to realize, for one, yes, it's going to be a challenge, but we learn through our failures, and we have to be willing to put in that effort in order to really go through the phase of growth and really to develop. So we have negative self-talk. Yeah, it comes up. If you're wondering, okay, well, what is negative self-talk? You know what I mean. It's the negative inner voice that you hear and really is telling you that you're not good enough. Maybe you're not smart enough, talented enough to achieve those goals. It's some kind of excuse that you always tell yourself, and it's some kind of thing that you mention to yourself to make it where you won't be able to do it. And then you end up just pretty much making an excuse and brushing it off. Okay. So this is what we do from here. We start by, one, identifying these beliefs when they come up, being aware of it, to observe when they come up. And then what we do is we challenge these negative thoughts. Okay. We replace these with positive affirmations by really just affirming who it is that you are destined to be, who are you striving to be, instead of just listening to those thoughts that are telling you you are not able to do these things, okay? Some of us, we experience the fear of failure, okay? This is something that's normal. We all go through that phase where we think that, we don't even want to try it because we're worried about failing, but that can prevent you from taking risks. It can prevent you from trying new things. And if you really want to overcome this mindset trap, we start by, of course, reframing our thinking about failure and really looking to see it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Really, everything is all about the perspective that we have. It's about the perception that we have. This is why every human has a different experience in life, and it's based on the reality we hold within. Our inner beliefs is what really guides us to what we have, what we consider opportunities, okay? So one of our next of traps that I would say is the comparison trap. Okay. That's when you're sitting here comparing yourself to others. This can lead you feeling like you're inadequate. This can lead you to self-doubt, and if you want to really take this time out to start making a list, go through and really dive deep with your own self. This is self-reflection for you. There's no judgment here. You sit back and you do that inner assessment to see which one of these traps sound like something that I'm experiencing. Okay. The only way to really get over the hump is to first identify it. This is something natural that we all go through. And then the only thing is different with some people is we learn to embrace the challenges, learn from those failures, and put in the effort to grow and develop into a new phase. Okay. So whether it's the negative self-talk where you have that inner voice telling you that you're not good enough, if it's that, you're going to start replacing those thoughts. Every time you realize and aware that you're saying something that you can't do this or you won't be good enough to do it, you replace it and you start off by saying anything that's better, that makes you feel better, okay? Something that feels the next best comfortable for you to speak of yourself, okay? And if you have that fear of failure, take one thing at a time and try something new each day, okay? Because when I went through this journey, everybody is still going through this journey. But when I first started out, I had to realize that, everything I wanted to accomplish, I had to write out everything that it was going to take to get there. And I had to brainstorm the steps that I thought it would take. The steps that I didn't know I would have to go through came along the way. But the thing is, we just have to see the first step, which is what we get into, and everything else starts being revealed as we keep going. We grow and learn throughout the opportunities that come for us. So as we start growing, as we start learning, some of us may fall into that feeling of inadequacy because you're comparing yourself to each and every one. But guess what? When it comes to building your own brand, you are your brand. You are your unique gift. You are your unique talent, your experience, your expertise. Your journey is your journey. Okay. So we have to remember to focus on our own journey and our own progress rather than comparing ourselves to others. To overcome this, we cultivate a growth mindset, okay? This whole experience is really just embracing challenges, learning from those failures, and doing the best that we can do. Okay, so right now I want to give you guys just a few tips to develop this growth mindset, and this is going to help you for your branding success. The first thing I want you to realize is go ahead and start keeping an eye out for these challenges. And when they come up, listen to this. Do not be afraid of these challenges. Instead, we're going to view these challenges as opportunities to learn. When we are faced with these challenges, we're going to focus on what we can do from it and how it can help us improve in our personal brand. All right. So the second tip I'm going to give you guys is to believe in your abilities. Okay. No one else will believe in you until you believe in yourself. So develop a strong belief in your abilities to focus, okay? Be able to identify your strengths, your skills, and once you are able to identify these strengths, these skills, that is what's going to help you when it comes to avoiding that negative self-talk, okay? And that's going to help you to focus on those positive affirmations that you can really use to help build your confidence and self-esteem when it comes to growing your personal brand, because some of these are the very reasons why you guys are not visible. Your brand is not visible. You're not showing up because of these different things. And that is the reason why I have these certain specific topics that I wanted to touch base on, because I see this all the time with my clients. Okay. So the next tip I want to tell you guys is to learn from the criticism. Yes, we may get the criticism, but that does not stop us. Okay. So rather than, taking criticism personally, all right, View these pieces of criticism as an opportunity to learn and grow. All right. One thing we always realize is that the judgment from others is usually a reflection of what they feel within. Usually people are triggered by others when they see that there's something else that they wanted to do, but they don't know how to do it, or they wasn't able to be bold enough to take those steps to do it on their own. So even if it's something that you should be criticized for, the criticism can help you identify areas of where you could improve and make adjustments to your brand, okay? So if it's a positive form of criticism, you are the judgment of that. You will know whether the difference of, if it was positive or negative, but we want to use what we have to make adjustments and improve. And also realize that we cannot just react to things, okay? We observe, we don't react. And last but not least, the last tip I want to give you guys is embrace the lifelong learning. One thing about me, and I really know that this is one of my top skills, I'm a lifelong learner. I've always called myself a lifelong learner ever since I was young. Like, I always was into reading books. I went to the library to read books for myself. I was always curious to learn and just build and feed my mind with new information, okay? So this is something that I'm into. I even still listen to audiobooks. I feel like you can never know enough. There's always room to grow and learn. And I have this saying, the more you know, the more you grow. And I also made another fun one. The more you learn, the more you earn. So if you guys want to write that down on a flashcard, whatever you want to do, use this as inspiration, okay? Because when we adopt a growth mindset, we are able to embrace, our lifelong learning. And of course, that means we're continuously seeking out new knowledge, new skills, and it's going to help us improve our personal brand. And this is what's going to help you stay ahead of the competition, because everybody is not here feeding their mind with positivity. Everybody is not feeding their mind with knowledge. They're not embracing the journey of building themselves up, okay? So when you are into being a leader and you're into improving and learning and soaking up as much information as you can, you are ahead of the game by 100%. Because most people think that whatever they know, that's just everything about them. They don't believe that you can learn and grow. Once you're a certain age, they feel like that's it, school is over and there's nothing else to learn. They know it all. But we all know with growth mindset, there's so much to learn. There's so much to, learn from someone else. No matter how much you know, there's so many different things. There's so many different people who are industry experts, So one tip for lifelong learning, how to embrace this, I would say, is start by attending conferences, whether it's virtual or in person, networking groups, start reading blogs, listening to audiobooks, and most importantly, just start connecting with other thought leaders in your field and, in your industry. So I really am open to doing some collabs in the near future. So if any of you guys that are listening here is an industry expert, whatever you guys have any ideas, I'm open and I'm very creative, so we can put something together. If you guys are interested in collabing, teaming up on anything like a virtual event, let me know. You can comment on this video, or you can leave me a DM on Instagram. I'm Official Polish Queen on Instagram. I'm on Facebook as well. You can visit my website, www.polish-society.com. So just keep in mind that your skills are your skills, and those are what make you unique. All right. So I hope that you guys really enjoy this episode. Make sure that you stay with me on this journey. Keep on listening in to the new information I have for you guys. This podcast is all about you guys elevating your brand, increasing your visibility. So tune in to Polish Visibility Podcast every week, okay? There's going to be new episodes that's going to help you achieve your goals and transform your business. So once again, it's Official Polish Queen from polishsociety.com. Be sure to like this, subscribe, and make sure that I catch you on the next episode. Stay polished in for the win.